At point, standing 6'2", number 30, Stephen Curry.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Take a look at the Warriors. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And right now for the Warriors, they're on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs. They need to put it all together in these last couple weeks, and they'll be happy with a spot in the play-in tournament at this point.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Miles Turner. Bones Highland is out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Cam Johnson. There you go. And it's MP in at the 3. And for Golden State, the backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Yeah, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
Here's Highland. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Shot's good by Green.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Pass to Moody. Outside Butler. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
And it's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here's Green. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Jackson-Davis. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game. And they just had so few opportunities, and I think that was their Achilles heel.
Well, after getting hammered on the boards in that one, you'd expect them to make some adjustments. Let's see what they've got.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
So it's the Warriors now. After the basket by Brooklyn, pass to Butler. Step-back shot, and again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Green. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Green's got his third basket of the night right there. Warriors trail by 4. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Timberwolves. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And when I look at the Nets, their position in the rankings really hasn't fluctuated, but there's still a little time for them to make some noise, and a late season push could make all the difference.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him. And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Highland, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Butler. After the basket by Brooklyn, Podziemski off target from three-point range. Highland passes to Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Here's Butler. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Podziemski. Following the basket by MP. Here's Jackson Davis. To the paint, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Stephen Curry fourth.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league, and that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Well, the numbers these guys are putting up are off the charts, and I think point guards historically have always played a major role in what you do from the free throw line.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easy.
Kuminga's come in for Golden State. Hield comes in for Brandon Podziemski. Whitehead's checked in for the Nets. Tyus Jones comes in for Bones Highland. Here's Claxton. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Nets?
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they lack ball security.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, they have to stay aggressive, but protecting the basketball is at the top of the whiteboard. There's a balance.
There is the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Jones drives in, and the layup falls.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Curry looking around. Outside, Kuminga. Now here's Butler. Banked in off the glass. Butler's got 8 points.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Trent. The Warriors pull it in.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Hield with the bucket.
What a gifted shooter. Hield is especially dangerous from the corner.
Up top, Claxton. Jackson Davis defending. Back to Claxton. Butler way outside. That one doesn't go. MP has been leading the charge for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Jones is out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Clowney in at the 4. And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. Now here's Jones. Right side, Thomas. Inside. Wolf shot's good. Wolf got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Nets.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Hield bounce pass. The 3. Trains the three-pointer. Hield's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors.
And smart decision by Hield. Surveys the defense and then just takes it himself.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you, Kevin.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Here's Wolf. Outside, Jones. To the middle. Wolf shot's good. Wolf got his second bucket tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And here's a look at some numbers for MP.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. He's off on the first. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
Such a smart move by MP with the shot fake. Once he had the defender in the air, the rest was easy.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski with it, covered by MP. And Kuminga gets it to go.
That's a solid screen by Kuminga and an even better finish.
Green against Kuminga. Trent, a screen on Kuminga. MV finds Trent. The Warriors pull it in. Up top, Podziemski. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Podziemski. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Clock at 4. It's Curry outside. Curry nails the triple.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
And the Warriors making a change here. Butler's checked in. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip. And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Back to Curry. The 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his third assist on the night.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, two more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Now, here's MP. Gaming at 13.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here, looking for his own offense, generating great results.
Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Curry. Here's the screen. Golden State moving it around. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Thomas. And Bones Highland subbed in for Tyus Jones. Highland with it, guarded by Kerr. Highland passes to MP. It's tipped. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Brooklyn, right now if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
Well, right now for Brooklyn, they're headed for the play-in tournament as it stands now. But they've got time to make a move. Maybe they can kick things into gear before the end of the season.
Pass to Curry. Butler on the way. No good on the triple. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. At one point, they led by 16. Butler with the steal. Butler on the move. And slam dunk by Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy throwing it down. Wow, that was tough.
Nets leading by 3. Now, Highland. Last game, 26 points. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Warriors have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. And the slam by Moody.
And Curry is a great passer. He can get to double-digit assists pretty much any night he focuses on it.
Highland with it, guarded by Curry. Here's Green. Podziemski grabs the board. On the wing, MP. He's defended by Podziemski. 3 on the clock. Here's MP. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. To the inside. Jackson Davis can't hit from in close. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Highland. Drops in the tray. Highland's got 9. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn ahead, up by 4. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm with Coach Kerr. After that first quarter, how would you rate the second?
Yeah, much better. That looked much more like us. We were more under control, allowed our defense to play in the half court because we were getting better offensive possessions.
The team really settled in. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Welcome to our 2K Sports Studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. And now, moving on, a look at the players of the week deserving of the recognition. For the East, Jalen Brunson.
Oh, he's one of the best players in the league. He always going to be in the mix for these kind of awards.
And while winning this is nice, Brunson has his eyes set on the big picture. Rings upon rings upon rings. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Warriors trail by 4. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Butler. Excellent D there by Johnson. Right side Green. Inside. Thomas passes to Johnson. That one drops for him. Johnson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nets.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Butler with the bucket down low.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure harm. Oh, it's a highlight reel being put together by MP.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson finds Thomas. Now Highland. Back to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Green. He's averaging 19 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, his production is crucial to this team. They've sort of built around him, and it's why so many things are run through him. Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Curry against Highland, and they pick up 2. And now it's a 10-point Nets lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Guys, back to you.
A terrific fit. Thank you, Allie. Here's Highland. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint from 10 feet out. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jimmy Butler.
And when Jimmy Butler is this confident, he is a nightmare to contain. Butler just takes over games with his scoring.
Outside Thomas. Down low. Curry with the steal. Here's Butler. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Nets making a change here as well. Conley's checked in. Pass to Jackson Davis. And here is Butler for the lead. Does not fall through. He's missed 6 of his 14 attempts. On the wing, Turner. He's defended by Podziemski. Back to Turner. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Island finds MP. Shot clock at 3. Oh, MP makes it look easy. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a 3-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside Butler. Now, here's Moody. He's guarded by Thomas.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Some changes here for the Warriors. Quentin Post is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Hield comes in for Moody. And Ajaka Jonas in for Brandon Podziemski. To the paint. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Hield outside. Launches it. Rebounded by the Nets. Jones looking for an opening.
Well, you talk about a natural point guard. Jones is so good at orchestrating the offense and finding teammates.
Warriors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Ajaka Jonas. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. From downtown, second chance shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Butler just making so many winning plays right now, including outworking everybody on the glass.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Ajaka Jonas. Inside, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Curry against Jones. Now here's Curry. Not a lot of room. From the arc. Hands it from downtown. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Nets lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Thomas. He's out there with Jones. Nicholas Claxton out there with Gary Trent. And it's Clowney in at the 4 spot. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Brooklyn?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Curry.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters. If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Thomas against Hield. Pass to post. Outside Curry to tie it up. And the Warriors, another 3.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Here's Clowney. No good on that one. Nice defense from Kuminga. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Kuminga comes to help. And Clowney can't get it to go. Outside Kuminga. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Thomas passes to Claxton. The rebound by Post. Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can throw that lob wherever you want to. Kuminga's going to rise to the occasion and get his hands on it.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Quentin Post. And a new group in for the Nets. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one. Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team."
And Allie, thanks so much. Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Kuminga finds Curry. Now Hield. He's guarded by Thomas. Golden State moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot to the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Friday, they'll host the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Back to Curry. Shoots. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Green. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What heart by MP. Going through contact there and converting.
Free throw good, MP. Warriors trail by 7. They double-team Curry. Here's Podziemski. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
Johnson the screen. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. He parachutes in for the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Highland. Turner with the screen for Highland. Now Turner. It's good!
And using that improved court awareness, Turner continues to make plays out of the pick and roll.
Curry against Highland. And he slams it down with a one-on hammer.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now Thomas. Green with the ball. Here's Johnson. Oh, good on the layup. Now Butler. Off the glass.
Oh, he has a knack for delivering in big moments. Everyone in the building knew Butler was going to take that shot.
He takes it in.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
Curry. Cleared away by Turner. Nets leading by 4. Highland. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Takes the 3. It's off target. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Now here's Green. Right through contact. MP.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
That's off.
And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
Now Thomas. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Curry cleared away by Turner. Green left side. Doesn't get that one. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bones Hyland.